Grey listing comes out of a body called FATF, that's the acronym, and it's a mechanism that was set up by the major economic powers worldwide to protect the global financial system. So it's to protect the integrity of the financial system so there's confidence in the system, and therefore to minimize opportunities for abuse by people trying to launder money. They may people or businesses that may have acquired money from one source, from maybe illegal activities, including from the drug trade or from terrorism or from just misappropriating money. Powerful leaders who get hold of their nation's resources, which may be income from their mineral resources or oil resources, siphon it into their own accounts using platforms like casinos, using platforms like property transactions, or just shifting money from one bank account to another and trying to make it hard for authorities to trace it. We are put on the grey list because we haven't implemented for the duration that the rules of FATF actually require. So it's likely we'll be on the grey list for a 3-year term because they need, like 3 years of implementation and demonstration. And we would really, it's possible that we could come off the grey list at an earlier stage if we can demonstrate that we're really implementing. But they're not interested so much in just seeing implementation. They want to actually see that we're implementing for the duration, because otherwise, you do a bit of implementation for 6 months or a year, maybe you'll sort of lift it at that stage and go back to business. So they want to see that it's established and entrenched in our system, and then they will lift it. In terms of implications for the general public or for businesses, by and large, you won't see so much change because, as I say, the banks have been strengthening their systems. You've seen delays. You've seen a lot more paperwork over the last period of time. When the banks say, you've got to fill in more papers, not just when you're sending money out of the country, but if you're receiving money from overseas. Before that just flowed through. Now extra paperwork is required. Hopefully it's getting more systematized. People are used to doing it, so it gets more streamlined, and hopefully it won't disturb too much. Nevertheless, some of the newer financial institutions that don't have established corresponding banks and are trying to establish themselves in the international market for foreign exchange transactions, some of them will have probably a lot more work to do to actually convince the other banks that they are genuine and bona fide institutions and have the capability to meet the standards. Because there's a risk the overseas banks don't want to have corresponding arrangements with PNG institutions in a country with a grey listing where we're not seen, the local institution here is not seen to be fully compliant. So they'll want that sort of level of verification. So it's a transitional phase, but hopefully the mechanism and that extra oversight will actually enhance financial management within PNG. So it's not just a case of complying with FATF because those foreign institutions are requiring it, but that we actually see benefits for Papua New Guineans and Papua New Guinean businesses by making sure our systems are more transparent and accountable, and that and therefore that we are able to restrain abuse of public money particularly, but also restrain abuse of hot money that may be going traveling. We will have some work to do because, as you know, we are just launching a new casino. There's a lot of building work going on, and these, as I say, are some of the mechanisms that are used for laundering money. And so you have to be able to verify. So those are mechanisms. You put money into buildings or into casinos, and you come out and saying this is clean money now. Well, yeah, you have to be able to demonstrate more than that. But it's important that, you know, if we're establishing a casino now, that we make sure that it's properly supervised.